Welcome to our studio. An artist by the name of Dre Island. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Yes, sir. Greetings in the name of His Imperial Majesty Emperor Selassie.
Dre Island is in the building.
Wagwan.
Now there is interviews that you look forward to, and then there's interviews that you look forward to. You know what I mean? This is one of those interviews that we look forward to. I think, Ninja, yeah, we spoke to you before, right?
Yeah.
Yes, in Jamaica. We had a nice look of vibes with that. Yes. So we got a lot to talk about, of course, doing great things. It is Sound Chat Radio, and I'm going to give you guys a couple of seconds just to sit down and get comfortable and listen to this vibe that we're going to have right here on Sound Chat Radio as we remind you guys about the works that Dre Island has been doing.
Yeah, well, this is Jackie Russell. Big respect to Sound Chat Radio. You're listening live in June. Yeah. Dre Island, whoa.
Guest in studio, Dre Island.
Yes, sir.
I want to take it from day one with you. For those who don't know your story and know how you started out, how did you start?
It's a while, it's from creation. It's just funny you ask a question because it's this morning, when I rise up, me I medicine. I think to myself, that's a meds to myself, and I say, I feel like I've been here a while now, because, like, this is my first time here in New York, since I'm 29-year-old, and
wow,
29-year-old is the first time I've been in America. Florida is the first place I've been. And New York is the second state that I've been in the U.S. And, not feel new. It's like, I see it and I say, I see this already,
So you were expecting a different feeling?
Yeah, based off what you hear,
Yeah.
Live a yard, a lot of stories, I say. And everything does feel, I say, like.
So good stories, bad stories. Like, what was Dre Island expecting?
Well, I expect, people talk a lot of things, foreign. Like, they say, you're not going away. Like, you're not going away if you're not go foreign if you don't go America. See? I say, all the things, everything, what them I say, first world, all the stories, it's like, forward and I say,
no big deal.
Yeah, like, man.
You never get no pretty lights greeting and no, the man at the lights there.
Well, we get the love from the people.
Yeah,
yes.
Naturally.
But I expect a different embrace.
Which, that's the greatest reward.
Right.
So I now complain.
Sure.
Yeah. No time, but
just
the journey, as you ask, it really started from 3-year-old. If you want to talk about this lifetime now. 3-year-old, my grandmother, my grandfather, my grandmother and my father asked me what instrument I wanted to play. Now, a 3-year-old kid. He asked a 3-year-old kid that question. Anything come to mind, I just answer, And I said piano. And from there on, they sent me to piano lessons, And, Jamaica is a Christian country. So we all grew up in the church. I was born and raised Kingston, Jamaica, Red Hills Road, a place them called Common Sense, right across the road from Price Mart, that place,
yes.
Price Mart. Right across the road, that community is where I live. And, we're influenced by the community. Likewise, the church. Because church is where we get for sing pan choir. You see what I say? And that was where I got to play the piano. Like my first, what do I call it now, rehearsal or introduction to playing for the public, So, my community, is a community that was musical because like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 houses, 6 houses away from my house, yard, Main Street, Studio, Danny Brownie.
Yes.
We had artists like Red Rat, General Degree, Arkai, Goofy, Buccaneer, Alazid, all of them. And you have ones like Shano from my community, them artists that forward from we are youth, teenagers, our first friend that, like we brother, our family, we are star, where we see in our community, we look up to and you have the legend, Bojo. Free Bojo Bantan, now stop say it. Because Bojo Bantan our own,
Same.
So, and enough influence, but you know, I must give it to my community, you know, my surrounding, you know, my culture, my yard, Jamaica. That is how. When I look on the journey, because if you ask me, even though I went to piano lesson, I had no intention of being an artist. Tell you the truth. 8 years ago, if you look at me and say, you know, you're going to name Joe Island, maybe we'd have fall out.
See?
Yeah, because after high school, Calabar High School, I said, me, I go, you know, we have to do something now. We done high school. And mommy and daddy want you to do something. You know, it's either you go to UA or UTech, or you need to go to work. So, me and my family take up producing. So, we are producer now, because we know play the piano. So, we say we are producer and we have links for go link Jam to and Baby G. But, you know, at the time, artists never want to voice away. So, it kind of discouraged me as a youth. And it make me have a little, it kind of never have a love for
the music. The process.
Yeah, all of that, you know.
Yeah.
So, I'm going to take myself away from all of that. And, you know, Baby G, the son of King Jamin, brought me to his brother Jam 2, you know, and Jam 2 is the one who did there where I write song. Because I've been writing songs, you know, and I build a rhythm and say me I go look my own artist now for produce them and put them out as a star.
So your goal was pretty much to make the rhythms and write the songs for the artists them to perform on the songs, correct?
Yeah, that was really what I was growing into.
Never thinking that you would be the one singing these actual songs that you're writing.
Well, Jam 2 is the one who look at me and say, you know, blood, them songs we are writing, you know, the message I have to deliver, and I feel like only you can deliver it the way how it should be delivered. And that was when I look at him and say, all right then, you produce the album, and me make an album. And him say, all right. So we start voice, and while we have voice, it just, for me, in my mind, all him do it, you know, and him believes of me that I go do the artist thing, you know, him always knows me I do the artist thing. Now my mind at the time, same way, me that like, but it's alright, then we have to find somebody to sing it. Because me was the one who I got there behind, in front of the camera. You know, we never picture that. We never like camera. If you search for youth pictures of me, maybe you won't find any, you know. And we do that project there and leave Waterhouse for a while because some more the kick off for the community, and we go back to my community and there and Daddy Lizard and Flower Gun did have a studio in a Park Lane, and them bring me there, and well them call me and say for forward and all our vibes at the studio. End up there and start do the same thing now, write and engineer and mix, you know, and we get straight and caught up in a community things and move it from the music for a minute again, but we have the environment same way over there. And one day this kid from St. Catherine High School, he had on a St. Catherine High School uniform, came and linked me about 1 o'clock in the afternoon with a song for me to mix, because him hear me as an engineer, you know, invite him father, build the rhythm, and voice him father and bring the song for my mix. And that person was Chronix. You know what I say? And
so Chronix was the person that came to look for you to mix the song?
In a uniform. You know what I say? Them time they we never have locks. Me, them time they me having more in my head.
See?
You see me I say, because I tell you, we never did a pre all of this persona. But you see the songs though, I must say, that you are hearing was the songs from then. You know, songs like Rastafari was before Lux. So, you know, at the time, you know, we have it to say ourselves. And we are do this and we are try and we are do this, you know, in ourselves, and we are do it and we are live and everything sound good and yeah, we feel good and alright now. Chronix forward, and when him forward for me mix, him actually come see me a demo. One song. And say, are you this? Are you sound so? No man, for alright. And him dead and him all vibes the day and him go away. I left the song for mix, come back the next day for hear the song. And when him come for hear the song, him bring a song for make me hear. And that song was Warrior. Song where break Chronix. You know, and I look at him and I say, brother, You know, say Jam 2 tell me, say, if me not start sing the song then me I write for myself, you know, I see me again, and I gotta tell her the same thing. If you not sing this, brother, me no want to see you, can't tell me, say, write it for somebody.
So him write it for somebody else as well.
Because producing in my meds.
Right.
You see me, I say, man, Teflon. You know, and him look for me and say, well, if you not sing your song, then you know, brother. Me don't want to see you again like that, you know. So it was from there on, you know, him end up, him and Jam to build.
Encourage you to start
yes,
to sing the songs.
And even though they did, Rastafari will Bill bring the song of Jam 2 for mix. I was one who build the rhythm. Vice myself bring the song of Jam 2 for mix. Jam 2 mix it. At the time when I used to build the rhythm, I always say I wanted live bass or a live guitarist come play on the track. So I would leave that blank and play all my phrases from piano or a synth or, you know, and put on some drums and things. So that track never had any bass line up to this day. It's a lead track that, you know. That I don't release that track, you know. It's not for sale anywhere. And, you know, when me say it followed out that way there, you know. The day when me hear it on the radio first was the time when me really realized, say, I do this. You know, and that was when me really, my sister, me can't run no more, you know.
You have to do it.
I have to do it. Because no matter what me try for do.
What was that feeling like at that time when you really realized that you had to do it?
It was a life changing feeling, and right away I felt pressured, I must say, because remember I was the one who writing the songs, you know. There was time when I used to write songs and I used to fret on them, like wonder, what is, when this a gonna happen? Like, because me see time start play out now where me sing the songs and I used to think, as me say, of self, I used to think it was my imagination, and me see it start play out.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, it start made word, sound and power more. What the elders them did I tell we as a youth in the garrison, say, yo, don't say it if you don't want it. You know what I say? So the life just started take a toll, because when ones used to look at me and tell me, say, me I gotta be my afro or something, me used to put up a defense against it. Me I talk from my heart. You know, even though I was writing these songs, you know, me used to put up a defense against it. Me I say, no, you're not for us.
Sing.
Because me I sing it.
To be conscious.
Me not locks up and me no.
Right.
You know, and it's just time. And Jah just did a mold me for this timing. And now in life I can accept that these songs that I sing is way bigger than my flesh, this body that you're seeing right here.
The trod that you started, who else was along that trod? You mentioned Chronics. Who else was along coming along the way?
When we forward still, you know, we forward Ansi Protege and we see Kabaka and Jesse Royal, you know, was among Sizzla Kalonji, you know, Fatis them time
yes.
there. And Janai. So really and truly it was I and Kelissa who Ja Ardian, you know, and Carlin, you know, and Empress Sativa, you know, for forward along, you know, and the family keep on growing because you have youths like Ronkos, you know, that's the son of Sizzla Kalonji. I have one that Ronkos is the son of Determined.
Yes.
Meleku is the son of Sizzla Kalonji. So you have Meleku and Ronkos who are forward, you know, and you have enough ones like Emmanuel, you know, are forwarding and the try to get bigger and bigger.
What describe for those who haven't been able to come to Jamaica and see that settings that you guys have all come together and kind of cultivated. What is that vibe like? This new vibe that many people would call the resurgence of reggae. What is it like in Jamaica?
Them give it a sort of name like revival. You know?
Yes.
But for me, you know, it's none of that for me. You know, I don't put that title on myself. You know, I feel like it's within the people that lost that consciousness. You know, for the music, you know, for Rastafari, you know, for the culture. You know, and we can't blame people because I just all time set now. You know, so it's just one for really pray, and that love is natural. It's not something that we write on paper. And we have a list of names, or it's not something that we have a group chat, or it's not a constant phone call, and you know, because it's a mission,
See.
you know. But within the spirit, we all connect, you know, we all have a timing, you know, where Jah just having time when bring all of us together as one, you know, with us all with vibration, you know. Whether that lasts for a month, whether that lasts for 2, you know, whether you see one gone on the mission, you know, I the years up on the mission, you know. So it's just a natural mystic like what Bob Marley did say, you know. It's just prophecy are fulfilled, you know. And it just going to keep on getting better and better. Once think it'll get worse, but anything that Jah say don't get worse, you know, because Jah say none of his seed shall suffer.
Dre Island is in the building, people. Turn up your radio loud.
Dre Island.
What have been some of your influences?
On the highest throne, so let me tell
my influence, you know, Buju Banton, for sure, you know, Damian Marley, you know, Stephen Marley, you know, congratulations to Damian Marley, you know, on his winnings for the Grammy, you know, indeed, I must say, this album, I see growth on this album, you know, and congratulations to my brother, Chronix. You know, and it only I get better and better because you so see Grammy nomination and just all of us are going to be in there, you know. It's just a joy, you know.
It's crazy that you said like Damian Marley and, you know, Chronix and these ones because, like, and I know you must have heard this before because you have your own distinctive sound. But at sometimes you gotta be like, is that Dre Island or is that Junior Gang? Have you?
Yeah, we can't run from it because alright, me have to accept it too because it's reality. Yeah. You know, we have the same tone. It's yesterday somebody said to me, you know what I think is you have a tone like the Marleys, you know, and I can hear you though. That's what they say. The way you talk, that's what you sound on the track. You know, I hear you, but you have a similar tone, and I know that too. You know, at the end of the day, that's why I'm saying a way up. Them must say my favorite Jacob Miller sound like Big Gangzilla. You know what I say? Because and we give thanks because Damian Marley is indeed a great one, you know, and he's the son of a legend. And comparison, you know, and they have been great person to I.
So you're not bothered by any of the comparisons at all?
No, man. A Rasta, you know. And this is I. This is I and I, you know, and everyone that know I and I know that it's I and I. Sometimes I try to run from the sound, you know, try to run. But, you know, you can't run from who you are at the end of the day. And as I say, you know, it's pure love from the Marleys, you know, all of them. Show straight love to Dre Island.
Since the last time we spoke in Jamaica, which was some time ago, right? And things were bubbling up for you in Jamaica, but it seems like it's now really, really hot. Well, you know, speak about the stuff that you've been doing since then.
Well, you know, it's just growth and everything take time, you know, because it's a lot of us, you know, and it's just doing his work at the end of the day. It's just for all of us as one to never forget unity. I know that love alone can heal us, you know, and keep us elevating, you know. At the end of the day, seven brother. And we all have a different road. We just have to keep focus. I always tell one to feed focus and stop distraction. You see what I say? It's just for us to keep on encouraging each other and build each other up. You know, because it's your kingdom. And
it seems like you're willing...
For me, it's no competition.
Seems like you're willing to wait your turn.
Rastafari is life. You know, it's timing. What you going to do?
Sin.
What you can't do. I can't hold my locks and stretch it, go down to my ankle before the time. You have to grow. It's time. I did born from 0 and I reached 29. We give thanks and praise. So we just want to keep on preserving life, elevating, and just to live righteous and healthy.
For those of you who are listening, Dre Island is in the building. The number is 718-554-8598. We often speak about, you know, some of the music that we don't like coming out of Jamaica and how we want the music to be, and it's not that way. When we have artists in the studio that's making absolutely great music and making good efforts to make sure they represent the music properly, it is, you know, we need to congratulate them. We need to have these conversations. 718-554-8598. Those of you who are listening all over the world now, I am encouraging you to give Dre Allen a call. Big him up. Make him know how you feel about the music. 718-554-8598. Again, Dre Allen is in the building. Now, those of you who are in the tri-state area, tomorrow night, he will be at the Irie Jam's annual Bob Marley party celebration at the SOBs in the city.
That is correct.
And that is going to be crazy. It's always off the hook.
And it's my first performance ever in the States.
Wow. First performance in the States.
Yes,
So even though you passed through Miami, you never performed?
No.
This is the first one.
Yes, sir.
So for you guys who want to catch the first official,
And it's an acoustic performance, so you know it got intimate, it got personal.
It's going to be personal.
Yes, man.
Make sure you guys are in the building tomorrow. SOBs, of course, those of you who are in the tri-state area. Tomorrow at SOBs, Dre Island, full acoustic performance. Of course, it's going to be Irie Jams, Bob Marley, celebration, birthday bash. Call your live.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Good evening to you, Chin, and good evening to you, Joe. Good evening, Ninja, and good evening, Miss Lady Treasure. Let me say a very special good evening to you.
Good evening.
This is Mr. Sinclair.
Mr. Sinclair.
Yeah, man, a very good evening to each and everyone, and a very, very happy Black History Month, a very, very happy reggae month. I mean, I'm so excited. I mean, I've been wanting to get to the airwaves all evening, but I've been watching everyone on video. But let me say a very good evening to Mr. Drew, Mr. Drew, is it Drew Island?
Dre Island.
Or Dre Island. Let me correct myself, Mr. Dre Island, because I hear you mention the great Rabalak.
Yeah.
You are a Rabalak.
Rastafari, yeah, man.
Yeah, man. No, I want and I want to emphasize it because I personally lived right behind Calabar, next to Brook Shoppers Fair in years gone by. Left the country in 1981, but it is so lovely to hear the vibes and the culture coming out of the young performers like yourself. And you mentioned some very key people that are on top of my heart at all time, like such as Chronix, Protege, Kabaki, Janine, and yourself. I didn't know that you were a part of that entire crew, but now I know that you're a Rabalak.
Blessings and respect.
And I must say, my brother went to Calabar, and I know several individuals. But we know so the North Street man, them hear this now, and them want to jump out to them shows. But let them know, them have to come uptown to come see the Rabalak.
The Lion Roar.
718-554-8598 is that number in studio. Of course, Dre Island is, and we're holding a vibe. We're just getting to know what he's doing in his career, you know, where his career is stemming from, and some interesting conversation has been going on. 718-554-8598. Call him up, bless him up, call you live.
Yo, Chin.
Yo, sir.
Ninja Drew Treasure.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah, Mr. Dre Island.
Blessings.
What's your name? Blessing, brother. What's your name mean? What was the inspiration for your name?
Dre Island. My name is Andre Johnson. So the Dre is my household name. D-R-E, like Dr. Dre. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
And Dre Island.
All right.
Rastafari.
Cool.
Big up.
How do you feel about the climate of the music in Jamaica? How are you feeling about the industry right now, as someone who is now breaking waves and coming in?
Well, you know, I appreciate everybody that's a part of you would say the music industry, you know, and I respect everybody. You know, I just don't, me though is more a family one, you know, a yard, but I'm a part, but you know, we don't really know what really are going like that, you know, per se, like, I know about my family them, you know what I say, but me respect and love the vibes, you know. It's a while now, I don't see no two artists I do no clash and war and them thing there.
Sin.
Which I know is a culture of dancehall, but I think we need for all our vibes first, because there are more serious things that's happening in Jamaica. You know, the music they're on a rise. You know, reggae music are going good, dancehall are going good. You know, on a wider scale to out of Jamaica. You know, it's been representing well so far, but I wonder if the ones in my yard are listen to the music, you know, even not listening, me like if me watch a video with repair, you know, like on Instagram sometime, get up and look on the social media, like you see a dance and the whole crowd are sing the song, you know, and the song mute and them sing it out word for word, line for line, and then when you read the news, you hear about the news later. Yeah, I wonder like.
Oh, yeah, how is it that you know the lyrics of this song
Like,
that is
I
so
wonder, like-
constructive,
So you more wanted
but
the message
living
getting
so
across.
destructive?
You know me, I wonder if
Yeah.
everything will make sense, you know.
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
like, yeah, so John was star.
I'm a firm believer, though, that we, as lovers of the music, tend to sing the songs before we really penetrate what the songs are saying. It just happens. I don't know how it is, you know what I mean? But it seems to happen, and that's a really good point, because if there's conscious songs who are uplifting, you know, Jamaicans and everybody worldwide, and we know those songs and we're singing them, then how comes we're not living the lyrics of the songs? You know what I mean? How comes we choose to leave the dance hall and live a different way? It's definitely a crazy thing.
And you know, I can say that too, but you know, there's a lot of things that go with it, because the system, dread, you see what I say? Sometimes, most of the time, or all the time, it can't have the youths them. Mind, you know, them mental capacity, you know, it box them in. It just lock them and keep on narrowing down, you know. Because a love alone can heal, you know, and it's a war where I go on, a little secret war, me say I go on between the system and the youths them. You know, the youths them, from the other day, me see it like youths are trying to get together. Enough places where you used to hear maybe did a war against them one another, maybe 10 years ago, 15 years ago. You know, you have youths that they know where members of them used to go school together, you know, and them are linked together. You know, maybe a virgin want a girl over that side and him can't bother, and him knows that he really love that girl from high school or primary school, them grow together and through this gun here, make me now can't get to live the life I me really dream for have. You know, that woman with Jam, maybe him just know say I just sell him for have that woman here. You know, I see the youth them, I don't know what, but them will come together more. But then you have something that is there that I try for tear
pushing them back apart.
And the ones them who I do that don't have nothing to do with the coming together.
With that being said, before we go back to your so, you know, talked about catalog of songs, how do you feel about social commentary? Is it still important in the music?
Well, I guess to some.
Singing about what's happening actually in the island, or are you more fond of just general music?
Well, for me, I leave myself open, as I say, as a vehicle, a messenger, you know. So wherever Jah lead I go, you know, our inspiration, first and foremost, I is a reggae artist. But you know, our inspiration come from life, you know, and cultures influence I and I, because that is life. You know, and I travel a lot of places, you know, I hear a lot of music, you know, I'm a music lover, first and foremost, you know, and I tend to take other cultures, but I put a level of consciousness on it. But you know, you can't do too much of one thing one way. I must say, you know what I say? So you have to just keep on and do a level of consciousness and righteous music, you know, because people think it's easy, you know. I think it's more easy to sing maybe a slack song then, you know, if you go real on a slack song, you know, I think it's very easy to sing one of those songs.
But to find some constructive words.
All of meds. And I is a person, you know, and I know you have a lot of ones out there who stay like I and I, who don't write pen to paper, you know. I don't write on phone, you know. I just go with that inspiration, you know. It's a lot of time where I sing some songs, and if I have to overthink it, I leave it alone, you know. I move on. So most of my songs them just forward natural, you know, and that just keep I on a meds where I know say I have to keep the music on a balance. But you know, you have ones I don't see no one artist now from the island, from the culture just singing. And one
So was it,
you know, on one topic like social commentary, you know, me say because everybody I realize now that there's a balance. More reality I play out in the music now. Ones that sing more reality than bling bling and fiction, you know me I say, and fairy tale, you know me I say. Even at the dance hall, me realize say if a man now leave it now, him now bother sing about it again. You know me I say, and truth is necessary. Enough people can handle the truth, but truth is necessary. It is needed. You know me I say. So we have to just and enough one too. Let me say this one fight. The beat of the music. Where them that try to say dancehall is disruptive, you know, a dancehall is derogative music. No. Dancehall, the rhythm, it never harm nobody. When you hear the beat, all they do is move. You get happy. You know what I say? It's just my brothers and sisters have to know, say, them have you too. And them have grow.
What, if there was something that you could change, right, about the music, what would that be?
If I could change something about
Something
the
that you
music,
could change about the music right now, what would that be?
Mm.
718-554-8598 is the number in studio. Dre Island is in the building.
It's a lot of things, you know.
Just give me one that jumps out to you that
But
you would
straightforward,
like to change.
with a love for the violence. Cease.
The violence in the music.
Full stop.
cease.
But you know, me saying it, you know, me grew up and hear it enough time to like, oh, you have youths I listen on the radio now. Me the love for the violence is like, me keep on hearing it over and over, and every time I hear it, it's more and more and more and more. You know, that's how when you ask the question, my mind kind of, because me really I think about what we really like, that's all leave, don't it? Everybody want the answer, you know, for know what can solve that, you know.
Are you
Amongst one another, you know.
Are you a firm believer that the music has a lot to do with the actions of the people, or can control the minds of the
100%,
people?
man. 100%. And I can. It's no, man. It's not even a belief. It evident. You see it every day. It's obvious. In all different language, in all different culture, in all different lifestyle.
Dre Allen is in the building, people. 718-554-8598.
So was it in the beginning, so shall it be in the end.
Dre Island is in the building. I spoke to this gentleman a couple months ago. It's been a while, though. It's been more than a couple of months.
Years, man.
Yeah.
Years ago, man.
You think it was like 2 years ago?
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
That
about 2
long,
years
man.
ago when you were just coming up on your trot and music was playing and so forth. And that's one of the things, by the way, people, that we love to do here. Find the artists them that has that promising future and give them that platform at an early stage to say, yo, look out for that youth I got bad. And here it is now that we're sitting in New York City in the Irish and Chin studios talking to someone that we interviewed 2 years ago. And he has one of the most talked about songs in dancehall and reggae right now. Right? Let's talk about the big hit. How did it come about? How did you end up doing a collaboration with Popcorn? How did it come to fruition?
Well, I must say, We Pray is the first single of my upcoming project.
Nice.
That will be released in March, this March. It's titled Now I Rise. It's not an EP and it's not an album. Let me first and foremost say that it's just a project, a playlist that I put together for my supporters, you know, my families, the ones that love Dre Island, you know, and wanted that body of music to put in them house, to play for their kids, to play for mommy, to play for grandma, to play for everyone, you know. And it started Now I Rise. So We Pray Now is my second production ever after Rastafari Way, which is my first production and my first song ever, you know. And I give thanks because those two songs has been my most two successful songs, you know. I was the one who produced that track, you know, and when me write my part and voice it, I remember 2016, December the 29th, Papi was at studio from the 28th, him called me. Popcorn, him called me and him say forward and all of vibes. Me there studio run a Marcus studio, Buju Banton.
Yes.
Studio, Marcus, big up Marcus, Mary. Yeah. And but they tell him, say me and forward that studio, but me did have some things. I think me did have rehearsal the day. Rehearsal was like 5 hours the day. And me never get to go to the studio. And the next day him call me again and say, fam, me there studio where you pray. Because enough ones know, me and Popcorn are family. Before music, before collab, you know. Because if you listen to previous songs, Roop Roop, Good Times, you hear him big me up tonight, you know, family new song, you know, you hear him call me name because we are real family like that. You know what I say? So it was never for me to rush that collab. I know only time from Jase, you know, and when we there at studio today, him look for me and say, "Welcome to the project." You know, I release a project. Welcome to the song. But I go today and see my voice 5 song. That song on the hanging tree rhythm with him and Quada and Jaffras. You know, I went there and started writing that song, him and Versi write that song for the youth them, and then the youth them come and voice the song, then him voice a song with Versi the same day, go on out there, and then him do 3 international collab the day, and then them I leave this about 11 o'clock in the night now, from morning, you know, to 11 o'clock in the night now, you know, to 12. Because I forward up to end of year, so you know people have things to do and them will try forget to do what them are doing. I said to him, say, brother, project. Remember that was the starting of the conversation in the morning. So I said, project. We're outside, you know, I said, project. And he looked at me and said, Giano, Dre, I'm tired, you know. Then the man just say, all right, forward. I said, Marcus, let's load the song on the boot. And the man listened one time. And you know, before him go around the boot, him said to me, me and him a reason, I'm say, you know, I'm really voice this song for my mother can listen it. Your mother can listen it. You see what I say? And the man said, Jerry, you know, if tell you the truth, that song is big. With me or without me, that song is big, you know, brother. You know, he even say it on the on-stage interview too, but not for one think him just say it for say it's sake. But it's reality, that's what he really said to me. And then him go around there and it never take him 30 minutes for voice that verse that you hear. Now people ask me if Popcorn write him verse. Popcorn, from me know him write all him songs.
See.
You see what I say? From I and I know him write all him songs. He never take 30 minutes to go in here. That's how natural it was. You know, it was never anything that was stressful or it was just free flowing and natural. And I mix the song, and when I mix the song, you know me have to talk to my team now. I'm going to put the song in front of them, and we have 8 songs at the time for the project. Now the project reached 12 songs. That is final for the project. But at the time it was 8 songs, and everybody asked, which song is the first single? I was the only one who said, We Pray. And everybody said, no, man, that song not ready for the road. Man, it kind of too, you know, you want something rough. No, Joel and everybody here, you can't just you want something rough. Man, I said, no, brother. That song is necessary another time. Yeah. And them said, no. And we mix the song, and we go to Popcorn. Remember one Thursday night. I said to him, say, yo, may I lead the song a morning, you know? And the man said, no. And the man them go say, I said, brother, we I lead the song a morning. And the man said, yo, you know, say me always up for leak song, you know, say anything where you depend.
So you went against the team?
Because I go pray. I go to Jah, me and said, Jah, for real, you know, me I tell you this, you know. Me not do nothing unless me pray. Me not afraid to talk. I always love pray. You know? So me bring it to John. Something in my head just to tell me, say, blood, yeah, I do the right thing. Just do. Just because me remember me say, me I go start the year and express me more. Because me give the team 3 years to express themselves. You know? So I say, me really think me need to be more a part of it. So me really need my production now and need to put myself more into the music. You know, into my craft more my responsibility, you know, take it up now as a man, you know. And so it's like no matter what nobody say, you know, the songs them where they must say for release, it's a good choice of song to release too. But me I say, yo, this just then I'm head for release. And the next morning I wake up, it leak. I call Papi and say, what go on? Him say, brother, I'm leak the song.
Oh, Papi leaked the song.
But me tell him to leak it. So him did I say, yeah, sure, and then in the morning he just get up and see the song leak all over. I say, alright. Sit down and wait for him to call him. The phone call him start forward. Yo, man, it is a madman. And I say, yo, brother, don't just trust me, no, man. Don't just trust me. You see, everything you want, just song this. That song, yeah, Jah give me that song. And that song is bigger than me. So Jah want the message out. No. Him no want it go up on a waiting list. Put out the song now. And the man them say, so what you gonna do? You gonna put it on iTunes, your album now released. It's at 27 now we reach now. Your album now released a year. What you gonna do? And I say, well, the music will speak for itself. So I tell them, you know. I said, just say must do it, so I just do it. And just said, don't you worry like the track say. So I'm not worried. Burn off worry. I see him, so I said to them, and I look on them and say, you see in August, I'm going to release the song officially. I'm going to shoot a video for it and release the song. And I tell them, say, me I go do it. And them say, alright, here we go on. You do it. And that's exactly what I did. And released the song the 18th of August. And from there on, the song just took a turn because no one never know the song leaked from February.
It's a major track in the music right now. Whether dancehall or reggae, the name of the song is We Pray. And of course, Dre Island is sitting in the studios. We've been talking to him for quite some time now. He's going to be performing live tomorrow at SOB's for Irie Jams, Bob Marley. Reggae celebration. It's an annual thing. It's always a great place to be. And this year they have upped the festivity by inviting Dre Island to do a full acoustic set. Right now, We Pray.
Some cry, some smile, some fight every day. Inna the giddy and you have to buckle up your lace, be smart. Sound chat and a gruff, oh no.